Welcome back to Fanboys of Gaming Daily Cast.
No,
I'm
no.
one of your three hosts, Christopher.
It is the Fanboys of Gaming podcast, not the Daily Cast.
Shut up. I don't.
Just
Hello, welcome back to Fanboys of Gaming Daily Fuck.
Fuck.
Again. I got it. Welcome back to Fanboys of Gaming podcast. My name is Christopher, one of your three hosts.
I'm Michael.
I'm Justin.
I'm messing everything up. It's too late for me to be doing this. I'm too old for this. We got some goodies for you today. We got some goodies on Dark Souls, Final Fantasy, and the portable Steam machine.
Portable steam machine. Ooh.
Yeah,
That sounds dirty to me. I can't help but feel like that sounds dirty to me.
I was gonna make a dirty joke, but decided it was too easy.
Okay, well, yeah, let's start with that one though. Like I said, it's just a portable Steam machine, but it's supposed to have about 4 gigs of RAM.
That's not
Run
enough.
It's not a lot, but it will do almost run about every single game on Steam that it can hold on it. Nothing really high end, like anything that's really crazy. Like The Witcher 3, a lot of the Tomb Raiders probably you won't be able to run. Trying to think what else is more higher end on Steam. Probably Elder Scrolls you probably won't be able to run.
Yeah, a lot of the super high end graphical
I feel like,
games.
But
I don't know. That just seems. I mean, the idea is really sound, like the fact that they're making a portable one. But it's just, I don't know. The fact that you won't be able to really get the full experience of those games because of its inability to process them.
But I mean, you can't complain that it's another portable out in the market. For right now, it's only the 3DS and the Vita, and both of them get destroyed by just basic consoles.
The Vita gets destroyed by everything. The DS is holding its own pretty well.
Hold on.
Oh,
Hold
from the basic Pokemon games.
Hold
you
on
take
one
that
second.
back, you son of a. No.
Hold on 1 second. I would
What
like
does
to
Michael
acknowledge that Razer did come out with a portable Steam machine, technically. They did come out with a portable. I don't know how well it sold, but I know they did come out with one.
I got a portable Steam machine right here.
You talking about their tablet, Mike?
Yes, actually I lied. It was the tablet. That's what it was. But it was advertised as a Steam machine.
A tablet,
A portable
huh?
But
Steam.
I'm talking about the one Steam actually made with the really awkward looking joysticks.
Oh yeah, no, the new one that you're talking about? The one that's coming out in 2016? Yeah. That one, I think the reason why the hardware is the way it is a combination of two different things. The design. Because you could only fit so much in a small space, and two, price. It's already $300 for a pre-order of
Which
it.
is...
Ew.
Yes.
300? It is a lot, but you are going to be getting a lot for it.
There's no but for that. That's
That
way
is
too
true.
expensive.
Well,
no, you're getting a lot for it. Like, a lot in that system.
yeah. It's if you really like PC gaming, you are a person that just PC games and that's it. Like, you don't want to touch an Xbox, you don't want to touch a PlayStation, you don't want to touch a Wii U. And you still
know
want...
what you're missing.
That is true. There are some good stuff out there, and vice versa. If you don't play PC, like, I've missed out on a bunch of cool shit that's on PC.
Because we own Macs.
Very true.
But I have PC on my Mac. Well, it has a 5-inch screen, 720p, but it is touchscreen. It's got an AMD chip in it.
I want to say that the company that makes these, it's very reminiscent of this thing right here. The Vita, the good old Vita.
Oh, that garbage right there in your hand?
It's not garbage. Don't talk shit about the Vita. Hold on. You see this shit? You see?
But like I said though, it's
shit?
it's another portable console that will be on the market.
Was that more garbage?
I don't know. Do you really hate your 3DS?
I can't see what it is. It's dark.
Everything I own is black. I can't help it. I really like things that are black. That's not an innuendo. It's just my color preference.
Okay. Well, on that note, you're still getting the full library of Steam. Pretty much everything that the Steam machine can run should be able to go onto it.
Library.
Yes, the Steam library.
Yeah, the Steam library. Shush! Stop correcting my English.
I won't. I might pick this up actually because there are a lot of Steam games I like to play, and it looks really cool. But it does bug me a little bit that it has almost a Kickstarter kind of thing to it. Whereas if you pre-order it now, it's cheaper than when it comes out. Which, I mean, I guess it makes sense, so that way you get more people to pre-order it. But, what are you doing over there?
Nothing.
I see the red light.
No, you don't.
I do. And to be fair, I don't want to... I think the big thing with this is it's another thing, like... I don't know what I'd describe it as, but it's for... I think it'll really help, like... Okay, it's like the Steam machines, with the exception of a portable. Like, if you don't want to go out and buy a high-end gaming computer, you can just buy the
Steam machine.
I think it's called the Smock Zero. I don't want to mispronounce it, but it's
what?
Smock Zero. SMACHZERO.
Mm-hmm.
The company is called Smock, I think, or Smosh. I don't want to.
It's just like a normal Steam machine.
Yeah. And it's about the same price, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? You're trying to blind people here?
No, it's a phaser from Star Trek.
Oh. Well, we ain't got time for phasers right now.
We don't have time for phasers.
We do not. We do not have time for phasers.
What else does Chris have?
Well,
an opinion.
So Chris, what's your opinion on global launches?
Global launches are you don't see them super often. It's only for those games that are really successful, like absolutely super successful. And one of those games I think would definitely be Final Fantasy, just because it's one of the longest running games like in ever.
It is. Mm-hmm. That series is old as hell.
Which brings us to our next point: Final Fantasy 15.
Which is getting a global launch.
Global launch.
I like that idea.
Don't cut Justin off.
I'm sorry. I always do that to Justin. I feel bad. Go ahead, Justin.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Like I'm just happy that, like, I can definitely say Final Fantasy has its people who love it and people who hate it. There isn't a big median. It's just usually one or the other.
I think it's more personally. I think it's more torn between. If I sat down, like if all three of us sat down and we played, hypothetically, we would never be able to do this. We don't have the time. But if we were to hypothetically sit down and play Final Fantasy, the first one, through Final Fantasy 14, there would be a handful of games we like and a handful of games we don't like, and they would probably all fucking be different. Like, our opinions on the games would be completely different, and that's the good thing about Final Fantasy.
Terrible.
Well, it's because I believe some of them started off with the JRPG styling, like the first 1 through 5, and then it started going into the turn-based opponents while you're not turn-based.
Yeah.
You get to do whatever you want while they're turn-based. They attack at a certain time.
You see, the only thing that kept me out of Final Fantasy was just the fact that it's not a series you can just jump into.
It is.
Yes, it is, actually.
No, it's not.
No, it is.
No,
a lot of the games don't even correspond to each other. It's just random.
Yeah, they're not in the same universe. The only ones that are like 13 Part 2, 13 Part... I think they went up to 3.
Well, it's also Crisis Core and 7. Those two correspond from going
from
to Cloud. Yeah.
So what? They just all have different characters?
Yeah, usually. You didn't know that?
I didn't. Nope. Thought they were all sequels. Because I knew Cloud was like a main character in it, and he's in like more than one, isn't he?
He's just in those. Just in Crisis Core.
He's in Crisis
7.
Core and 7, and that's it.
That's it. The Final Fantasies have no correlation between each other, and that's why they've been able to go for so long, because it's not one storyline. It's like Star Trek almost, where it's kind of based in a similar world, but it isn't this.
You could just say it's in the same universe, Mike. I'm not stupid. I'll understand that. I promise.
Sometimes it is and sometimes it isn't. It's very complex. Just
think of it as a TV show. Each episode.
I need to think about it as any certain thing. I get what you guys are saying.
Okay. Well, on that note, we'll go on to Gamescom 2015, where Dark Souls 3 released their 16-minute gameplay trailer.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of fun with Bloodborne, so I'm sad.
Yes.
Go ahead, Justin. I'm sorry. I keep cutting you off.
Oh, no. You're fine. Go on. What you say about Bloodborne?
All right. I'll say what I want to say.
Bloodborne was beautiful.
Yes, Bloodborne was a lot of fun. It was very hard. It was my first experience with that series in general. And
hey, you beat the game, didn't you?
I am at the final boss, and it's just so grueling. I just fell out of it.
Yeah, it was a joke. I knew you didn't beat the game.
Yeah,
yet.
I know.
I was trying to torture you a little bit.
Yes, I know. It destroys me inside a little bit, but I'm excited to get my hands on 3. I almost went out. I was thinking about going out and getting Scholar of the First Sin, and then I remembered that game takes like 120 hours to fucking beat. And I was like, I don't have the time for this.
Well, I believe it's the fact that you have to work so hard to beat these games that people love them. Like, there's so many tricks and so many things you need to know to get certain armors, and like certain objectives actually work better on bosses. Like magic can work better on the first boss compared to like something that you can spear somebody with on the third boss for something. I don't know.
Yeah, each boss fight is different, which makes it very hard.
But it's just the fact that there's so much detailing that makes these games amazing. Like, not only are the graphics beautiful, like the scenery is gorgeous. It's always refreshing to play that game. I mean, even though it is a rage game, it's just the fact that
that's an understatement, dude.
It's not a rage game.
It's just enjoyable.
It's a punishing game. The game isn't intended to make you mad. It's intended for you to learn that you need to not screw up, and you have to pay attention at every second.
I like that. That one's better. Yeah, it's punishable.
It is.
But
it's very harsh.
Here's the thing, though. When you get to where you want to be, you enjoy it so very much.
What are you playing? Are you just playing the song?
I touched my Apple remote and I didn't know it was hooked up to my computer right now, and it just started playing music.
Oh no. Copyright.
You see my facial expression? I was so shocked. Alright, looks like that's all the time we have for today. People.
Check us out on fanboysofgaming.com. Check out our Facebook channel, and links will be in the description below for everything we talked about.
Facebook doesn't have channels, but they have groups. We have a Facebook group.
Cut him some slack. Jesus Christ. Always on his case. Poor Justin.
Alright. We'll see you in the next one.
We'll see you in the next one.